I began in real estate ever since I can begin signing contracts, so at the age of 18 years old, and I was doing it on the investment side. I would buy a property, I would renovate the property, I would flip it. What's going on, everybody? This is Karam, and I want to wish you all a happy 2019 Real Estate Agent Edition YouTube video. It literally feels like yesterday I was making a welcome 2018 video, and now I'm here doing a 2019 video. Time is moving so quick. Anyways, in this video I'm going to be talking about points on how you as a real estate agent can bump up your sales, can dominate in your industry, and can make 2019 one of the biggest years of your life. So if you enjoy content like this, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. I got it in big for all of you, so you make sure you see that. And most importantly, if you feel like you got some value out of this video, my goal is to make it a lot of value for you, but if you got some value out of it, then make sure to hit that. There's supposed to be a like button there. It's supposed to do a transition, but I guess I failed on it. But if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and let's get right into it. So many of you may not know that I became a real estate agent by accident. The story is actually a funny one because the way I became an agent was not intended and I didn't expect to ever become one. I began in real estate ever since I can begin signing contracts, so at the age of 18 years old, and I was doing it on the investment side. I would buy a property, I would renovate the property, I would flip it. I would buy a house, I would rent the house, and I would get income. I would build a home, I would finish building the home, and then I would sell it. So I was in the real estate game of investing in properties, renovating them, getting top dollar for them, and then selling them. That is what I did. Then one day, everything changed. So I was helping one of my investors purchase some land, and I was doing everything. I was doing the negotiations, I was doing the talking, I was doing the back and forth emailing, everything, and I made $0. I didn't do it for the money, I did it as a favor. So to make this long story short, because I'll make a whole nother video about this, we ended up going to the title company to close on this property. So it was the title lady sitting there, my investor sitting right here, and me sitting right here. And what I was doing there was just confirming that everything I negotiated, everything I said, everything was there, and the documents were set in place. So the investor looks at me and says, "This is perfect. I'm the investor, we have a developer, and you're a real estate agent." And I was like, what in the world did he just say? Does he think that I'm a real estate agent? I guess he assumed I'm a real estate agent because I was doing all the back and forth for him, and he didn't know that I wasn't a real estate agent. I made no money from the transaction. Of course, if I was a real estate agent, I would have made money, but I made no money from it. I did it as a favor, and then he assumed I'm a real estate agent. So from that day, I was like, I gotta go get my license. So that same night, I went home, I registered for the real estate course, finished it in a couple weeks, finished everything I had to finish, and then I became a real estate agent. So that's a quick story on how I became a real estate agent, but now let's dive into the points of what you can do to dominate 2019. So the first point, and the most important one, is stop trying to sell everybody. There are so many real estate agents who follow me on Instagram, and then 5 seconds later, I look in my DM and I see an entire proposal of how they can make me more money, or of how they can sell my house, or of how they can help me find property, or how they can help me do whatever it is, and they automatically start to sell. And real estate, as everybody knows who's already in the game, it's all about building that relationship. You can't follow someone and 2 seconds later try to sell them. You have to build trust, build relationship, build something between one another, and then sell. So the first point is stop selling 24/7 and start building relationships. The second point is plan how much real estate you want to sell this year. So what I like to typically do is whatever I sold last year, I try to do 20% more than that last year. So if I sold $3 million in real estate, I would want to sell this year $3.6 million in real estate. I am not a fan of people who try to make huge goals, because when you do that, it's so hard to reach. It demotivates you and you feel so far away. I like to make goals attainable, and I like to make goals in my way. Meaning, if I sold $3 million in real estate, to sell another $600,000 isn't that hard. And as I get closer to that, I get more motivated and I sell more, and therefore I exceed the goal that I have set. So for 2019, step number 2 is set the amount of real estate you want to sell. The third thing that you need to do is plan how many listings you want every single month, not every single year. I know so many people who go out there and say, this year I want 60 listings, but when are you you gonna get those 60 listings? Is it the first month, 6th month, 8th month, on the 12th month? When are you gonna get those listings? So what you have to do is plan per month how many listings you want to get under your belt. So if your goal is 60 listings this year, you want to make sure that you put 5 listings per month. So now at the end of the month, if you see you only got 3 listings, you can look back and say, man, I'm short 2 listings. What can I do to up that and make sure that I reach my goals that I've set? So every single month, set how many listings you want, and as soon as the month is over, quickly look back at it and ask yourself, did you reach it or did you not? Because if you just make a goal for the whole year, as we all know, real estate, you can't really determine when you're going to get listings. But if you do it per month basis, it'll make you hustle more to make sure you get those contracts out. The 4th thing is network more with people. Stop being in the office, stop being with only your clients, and start getting out there and networking with more people. Build more relationships, build more clientele, build more prospecting, so you can hopefully get your pipeline full with people who want to buy real estate. If you stay in the room, if you stay in the house, if you stay in the office, you're not out there networking, and that's going to cost you a lot of money. So go out there and network. The 5th one, and oh my god, how many people make this mistake, is let the world know that you are a real estate agent. How in the world do you expect someone to know that you're a real estate agent if you didn't tell them? I know so many people, their best friends don't even know that their best friend is a real estate agent. Imagine that. So what you need to do is go on top of a house, go on top of a building, an apartment complex, and shout to the world that you're a real estate agent. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your cousins, tell anybody you see in the street, tell the people in the gym, tell people in your school, tell people everywhere that you are a real estate agent. Because if you don't tell them, how in the world are they gonna know? Don't make that mistake because it's costing you money. Let the world know that you're a real estate agent. The 6th thing is follow up with every single client you had in the previous years. If you've been doing real estate for 10 years, follow up with all of them. If you've been doing it for 1 year, follow up with all of them. However long you've been doing it, follow up with all your previous clients. Set 1 full day just to call them, ask how they are, ask how their life is, ask what they're up to, ask if they need help with properties, ask how their home is, all of those things. Check up on your previous clients. They need to be reminded that you're still in the game. They need to be reminded that you're still there for them. So check up on your previous clients. Don't just make a sale on them and then go to the next. Call them, check up on them, and that's another client that you would have lost but you didn't because you followed up and you checked up on them. And the 7th one is make 2019 the biggest year of your life. I understand that you go through hardships in life, because we all do. The stress, the struggles, the setbacks, the failures, the hardships, the negativity, all of those things, we all go through that. So in this year, I want you to take all the previous years, those negative vibes and those negative energies, grab them with your hand and throw them to the trash. We're entering 2019 fresh, positive, hungry, and want to succeed. This is your year. Not 2018, not 17, not 16. This one, 2019, that's coming up. Make this the biggest year of your entire life. That's what you need to do for this upcoming year. And I promise you, if you go in with the optimism, the positivity, you're gonna crush it. And the final step, number 8, is make sure if you want 2019 to be the biggest year of your life, you hit that subscribe button. This year, I'm going to be pumping out a ton of content for all the real estate agents, all the brokers, all the investors, all the people in the real estate game. I'm going to be making a ton of content. So if you enjoy things like this, hit that subscribe button so this year can be not only my biggest year, but your biggest year, and we can connect so we can tell each other how big of a year that we had. Anyways, guys, I appreciate you all watching this video. Thank you all so much for your time. I hope you crush 2019. And remember this, 2019 is your year. Go out and dominate.